Hello and welcome to Webinar 2, Managing the Email Avalanche. So email has revolutionized the way business communicates information. The ability to send emails from anywhere to anyone at the push of a button has reduced communicating key information from days down to minutes. This improvement in communication speed has brought with it many benefits, but also many issues, especially once email moved from being a simple means of messaging to being legally binding. So before we start to look at an email management solution, I'm just going to take you through an overview of a typical email environment. So there would be an email server, so something like MX Exchange server, which would be used to store and then forward on those emails. The email server would require some form of storage, whether that be an in-house physical server or a virtual server. And then an email client such as Outlook to be able to read and then send those emails. So an email management tool enables you to file or manage your emails better, to hopefully make your emails more efficient and be able to search and find the emails that you require quicker. So the three areas we'll be looking at today are storage, email management solution, and then searching. We're just going to go through some sort of email usage statistics for professional service organisations within the construction industry. So staff spend on average 1 to 2 hours a day reading, writing and organising emails. Now this is a large proportion of the day, so any sort of mechanism that can help streamline the sort of organising of those emails is going to help reduce that sort of time. On average, staff send or receive 25 emails per day. So for an organisation of 100 staff, this is 650,000 emails a year. The average email size for the construction industry is 350 kilobytes. Again, for a company of 100 staff, this is 222 gigabytes of email annually. So these are quite large numbers for both storage and the sheer number of emails going in and coming out. So look at that pictorially. This gives you an idea of practice size across the bottom, and for the y-axis the size of space required to manage or look after that annual storage requirement. Okay, so looking at storage, two types of server really. So either an in-house physical server, which has either an internal hard disk or is attached to some sort of network storage. And this tends to be the most common form of in-house server. It's managed internally, but the problem is any type of upsizing of either disk space or resourcing requires some downtime, as it has to be managed and sort of worked in. A second type of server is a virtual server, which is what people are tending to move to. And again, this requires either an in-house physical server, which the virtual server then sits on top of. But again, it's much easier to control that resource for either disk space or CPU usage. And then the final type of virtual server is a cloud service, whereby the actual virtual server is managed externally. So from backups to resourcing requirements are all done externally. Another ongoing issue is with long-term storage. So this is the method in which the email information is stored. So whether these be individual email files such as Outlook's MSG, email, or even as a PDF. Now this is what most standard email management solutions do to enable and to ensure that there's no single point of failure. Emails can be embedded within a database such as SQL Server, or stored within a singular email server such as Microsoft Exchange server, and especially when using public folders. Another issue is also long-term storage of attachments within those emails. They may be in formats that in 10-15 years will not be readable. So what is the purpose of email management? So it's to ensure high availability of email information. So emails are stored against projects or contacts and are then available to all the project team to access. So improve search capability. So not only can you search the email itself, but also the attachments, whether they be Word files or CAD information. And again, due to the fact that a lot of the times the email information is stored or the metadata is stored within a database, this improves the speed of searches, whether you're searching 10 emails or a million emails. Improved disaster recovery and improved storage of email information. So having the email stored as individual files outside of your email server ensures there's no single point of failure. Improved email traceability and auditing. Being able to capture when somebody opens up an email or looks at an email enables you to trace and then be able to audit those emails. And then finally, increased to improve scalability. Okay, so now we're going to look at an example solution with Rapport 3 Email Manager. Rapport 3 Mail Manager, it installs a series of icons within your Outlook. Okay, so here we can see how we can register email, search for email, and then there's an options area and a help area. So the first task we're going to complete is sending an email. So if I click on the create new icon, it then brings up the standard email creation window. So I'm going to type in an email address, type in a subject, and then finally type in a keyword, so something like, I don't know, Fiji. So I'm going to click the send icon. Once you've clicked send, a pop-up appears from Rapport Mail Manager, which gives you the option to then tag your email against a project. So I've got a list of projects here that I could then tag my email. So I'm going to select, in this case, CI admin. So once I've chosen my project, I can click send, and the email will be sent and then tagged against that particular project. Now to visualize this, if we go to sent items and I go to the top of the list, we can see an email that I've just sent with our Fiji tag in. But one thing you can see is we've got a tag in the subject which says cubic hyphen and then the project number. So the great thing about this is if anybody then replies to that email, it will get automatically filed. So once you've sent an email via Outlook with our Rapport 3 Mail Manager, it will automatically be filed when somebody then replies to it. If you receive an email that hasn't been originated from Rapport 3 Mail Manager and Outlook, then you still can register an email against the project by selecting the Register Mail tool. Okay, so we can select a particular email and then register that email against the project of our choice. So again, I'm going to register this email against CI admin and click send. Once the email has been registered, it will then automatically get a tick to let me know that I've registered that email against Rapport 3 Mail Manager. So tagging is really easy. So you can, when you send an email, it enables you to tag an email against a project. It automatically inserts the project number and your unique identifier in the subject, so if anybody replies to that, it is automatically filed. And then emails that haven't been originated from Outlook and our Mail Manager can then be registered using the Register Mail icon. Searching is very simple as well. So as part of the Outlook toolbox, as part of Rapport 3 Mail Manager, you'll then have access to the search window. So this gives you a tree structure of your projects that are available to you, which you can expand and view as a normal email tree structure. So here we can see the Fiji email that we just sent out as a test, and in fact the other one we registered, the help needed one as well. Now if I then want to expand out further, I can look at just the emails that have arrived in my inbox or the emails that I've sent for my sent items, and there at the top there is our test email. If we want to search for particular emails as well, this is possible by selecting whichever layer you want to search at, whichever level. So in this case I'm going to search from the top level, which is the email repository, which is linked to branch, and here I can select search, and then this gives me the option to do a simple search whereby I'm just typing in, for example, Fiji as our test search item and find now, and then we can see just our test email we've just put in there with Fiji highlighted, so it's highlighting the email. Or we could be more specific by going to the advanced search, where I can then individually search either the subject, the body, or the attachment information, so the size of the attachment, the content that's within the attachment, and then search very specifically. Now all this information that's being stored is not only available via Outlook, this can also be available via Rapport 3 as well. So within our Rapport 3 system, there's a number of areas that email information can be picked up. So if we go to the projects area And now I'm going to search for our admin job code. So within our admin job code, we've got email, and we can see the last email that I entered into the system was our Fiji test one. So again, this is all in real time. You can see that the emails are available via Outlook, and they're also attached and associated within Rapport as well. Our email is available via projects, but we can also, if we can't remember the project code that an email was stored against, we can also use the individual's name. So in this case here, we've got a Peter Duboff. So if I was to search for Peter Duboff and then select his name from the contacts database, you can see we're now in the contact section, and if I click on the emails tab, we now have a list of all the emails that have been sent between us as an organisation and Peter Duboff. We can also see the project that the emails have been tagged against. Okay, that concludes today's webinar. If you would like some further information on Rapport 3, then please continue to watch. Thank you. Rapport 3 is a practice management solution for professional service organisations from within the construction sector. It provides a suite of tools to help you run your business more efficiently, helping your business to maximise its potential. Rapport 3 is a modular web-based application, so you can purchase just the modules your business requires. Rapport 3 includes project costing, human resources, contact management and email. It also integrates with many common accounting solutions such as Sage or Twinfield. It even integrates with LDAP to enable your Rapport 3 contacts to appear in both Outlook and your smartphone. Many construction professionals are enjoying the benefits of Rapport 3. For further information on any of the Rapport 3 modules, please visit our website.